individuals who have tested positive for the virus. They're saying Cook County Jail is the worst in the entire country, man, with the most cases in one particular location. Let me go ahead and read the details. Now, clusters of COVID-19 cases are becoming more common across the U.S. as the pandemic intensifies. And according to data compiled by the New York Times, a Chicago location has become the hardest hit site in the entire country. Now, according to the report, Cook County Jail has accounted for a total of 355 coronavirus cases since the pandemic began, the highest total of any single site in the entire country. Now, through many of the first coronavirus cases in the United States were tied to overseas travel, localized outbreaks have become increasingly common. That's according to the Times. Now, travel within the United States has been directly connected to 187 cases of the virus, while travel overseas has been connected to 178 cases, according to the New York Times. Now, we're going to go ahead and this is clarifying basically the number of cases that have basically manifested from other means, you know, whether it's travel or whether it's domestically in other regions outside of facilities like this, you know, and I think they're doing that to clarify the dramatic number, that Cook County Jail's producing, to basically emphasize it, you know. Otherwise, people are going to just write it off. Now, travel within the United States has been directly related to 187 cases, 178 cases due to overseas. The Life Care Nursing Facility in Washington State, where many of the first fatalities of the pandemic occurred, accounted for 129 total cases of the virus. As of Sunday, more than 220 inmates at Cook County Jail had tested positive for the virus, and nearly 100 employees at the facility have been diagnosed with COVID-19. On Monday, an inmate died after contracting the virus, the first reported death at the facility as a result of the virus. Now, the way they're wording shit is kind of all over the place. One minute they're saying coronavirus, next minute they're utilizing the term COVID-19, but you get the gist of it, man. 220 inmates at Cook County Jail alongside 100 employees on top of that number. Okay, so that's 320 individuals in that jail alone have coronavirus, fool. That's a lot of individuals for one particular site or location. Now, according to data from the state of Illinois, 5,506 people in Chicago alone have tested positive for the virus, with 135 deaths reported across the city. More than 13,000 people statewide have tested positive for COVID-19, with 380 deaths as of Tuesday. So that's clarifying some other numbers in regards to certain aspects. But when it comes to that facility alone, we have, 320 inmates, or 320 individuals. 220 of them comprised of inmates. You know, the rest were employees. That's a lot of individuals, man, to contract the virus, only be confirmed to be positive. You know, for every one individual that's been tested and confirmed to have the virus, you can almost bet that there's a couple others in that particular area that haven't yet been tested or aren't aware of it, you know what I mean, haven't engaged in testing or aren't aware of any symptoms yet, so on and so forth. They say you can carry the virus for up to 2 weeks as an incubatory phase or incubation phase. So that means that, you know, you might have friends, right, that, hey, you know, I know my homeboy or my friend or my bro or my camarada, whatever terminology you're going to utilize, man, because our movement, our videos apply to everybody, homie. But, you know, regardless, bro, you think your friends, you know, hey, my friends are healthy, I know them, you know, I've known them for years, man, you know, I wouldn't be associating with them if they were reckless in the first place, or this, so on and so forth. There's a lot of bullshit people will tell themselves to rationalize that people are safe to hang out with and associate with and socialize with and interact with, man. And you get 5, 10, 15 individuals all chilling, drinking, kicking it on their patio, kicking it at the beach, whatever it's going to be, right? Regardless of where it's at, you know, you get 10, 15, even a half a dozen individuals together, and they think because they know each other, man, that they're all healthy and safe. Bro, that's not true. You know, a various number of those individuals, your friends, can have the virus for weeks without even knowing it. And they're each individuals going to their own habitat and then associating or interacting with an own array of individuals themselves. So, if you're really congregating, man, and you're socially interacting with people and trying to have fun, bro, and adventurize or party or whatever, bro, you're increasing not only the likelihood of yourself contracting the virus, but your fellow human beings in society. I mean, it is what it is. That's how a virus spreads. By people not being able to prioritize, not exhibit discipline, homie. It is what it is, regardless of where this manifested from, regardless of evil creeps in major positions of power, not having our best interest at heart, them having an agenda. We understand this, fool, but we don't dwell incessantly. We reflect, fool. So we're grateful for our health and freedom. We're exhibiting discipline. We're able to prepare, unite, and evolve alongside each other, at least to some degree, when necessary. Fool, that's what this movement has been pushing, homie. But each individualized mindset, being, you know, stubborn, having our own opinions, being divided, homie, I'm telling you, man, the stubbornness and division, bro. You know, the jealousy, the animosity, the delirium, the substances, all of that shit compiles and plays a large part, bro, when it comes to people maintaining their positions of power, the elite, and we the masses being in disarray and in chaos amongst one another instead of uniting and put our minds together and forging and developing solutions. Hit that notification button. Make sure you hit that all bell on. Make sure you're receiving notifications of the new uploads, so on and so forth, bro. We are always having to overcome obstacles due to our movement, due to the principles and the solution-based mindset. You know what I mean? The logic, homie, that we're relaying is not embraced. Society thrives on chaos, man. And misery, depression, anxiety, addiction, division. It's a profitable enterprise. That's why everybody's all strung out on Xanax, antidepressants, liquor, dope. You know what I mean? That's why the doctors are prescribing it, bro. And that's why nobody acknowledges these elephants in the room, Holmes. Like, that our society, our planet, actually, is not our playground, bro. And life isn't some meaningless entitlement, fool. It's a lot more important than that. And so is the point to our existence or our purpose.